months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Leave it, bring up 48. Let's
go. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know you feel that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Strong right. We got 4.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
Hey, turn it up.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I got it.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the
Here
league.
we go. Here we
I
go.
want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 44-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
What you got?
Yellow.
50's the mic.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third and 6.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
'24 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Wide. Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
24-yard gain.
24.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Gives it 50. Check my 50.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On the run, Abdullah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go, D.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Greystone, Travis.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I don't think you got it, sir.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Your trip is here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 9-yard line.
Yellow, 180.
54.
It's coming this way, Here we go. Attack. Delta.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Start the blue lady.
I got you.
Yellow, yellow.
You're all mine. You're I 7. Let's go. You're all mine. No. Off.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down from the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Let him know.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Right there. 54 Mike. You ain't got
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
There we go. That's a touchdown.
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Push him back.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. For the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl 4, 8, 9, and 11. But when he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
15.
Buzz.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Listen to me.
To throw it is Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Pressure coming, coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
Yellow. Come on, 80.
Watch the pass. Hey,
They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's caught by Treadwell. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that player's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Give me that ball.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle it physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins now from the 50. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
4th down. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
All day.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Armani Watts. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike Alpha. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
H3 218. Chopper.
Hey, 43, 15.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
They can't hold me, coach.
Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That first down completion only netted of 3. 2nd and 7. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Say nothing. Man left, man left.
3 down, 3 down.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, can't. What's that?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he hurdles him and into space. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
We got him.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.